cultural heart of our city, the Gaiety Theatre, where history and art merge seamlessly. Step inside and you're transported to a bygone era where every corner whispers of its grand past. The ornate ceiling, the elegant balcony, and the meticulously designed stage all speak of its opulence. This iconic theatre gave birth to the Amateur Dramatics Club Simla, jointly run by the Army Training Command and some dedicated members of the ADC, all of whom come from very different walks of life, but share a common passion for theatre. Legends like Rudyard Kipling, Prithviraj Kapoor, and Anupam Kher have graced this very stage. Every year, the ADC breathes new life into this rich tradition with its immersive performances and reminds us that this legacy is here to stay. Today is yet another occasion where you will witness theatre at its best with our very own adaptation of the French comedy, Don't Dress for Dinner. Good evening, one and all. Our chief guest for today is Mrs. Amrapali Das, Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Northwest Region, Chandigarh. Mrs. Das is an IRS officer of the 1988 batch, having served and headed the department in Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Jammu Kashmir, and Himachal. We warmly welcome you, ma'am, and all the lovely guests in the audience. I kindly request everybody to please keep their phones on silent mode and to not click any pictures during the performance, as it may distract the actors. Marriage, they say, is a sacred institution of love and trust and a healthy amount of extramarital affairs to keep things afresh. Meet Jacqueline and Bernard, the perfect couple. But what do you think is the secret to their loving and successful relationship? Well, I've heard they give each other plenty of space. So much space, in fact, that they both successfully and secretly entertain lovers on the side. Set in this idyllic French countryside, watch as Bernard squirms through the hilarity of trying to keep his marriage and his side romance intact. So sit back and enjoy this riotous roller coaster of secrets and lies and moral gymnastics to find out if Bernard can have his cake and eat it too. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present Dangerous Liaisons.
It's now or never, come hold me tight, kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight, tomorrow. Hurry up, darling, you're going to be very late.
Coming. Oh, darling, I'm so worried about leaving you by yourself all weekend.
Now, don't worry, I'll be fine. I told you.
Oh, but you're hopeless at looking after yourself.
You've left enough food in the fridge to feed the foreign legion.
But it's only frozen lasagna and things.
I love lasagna.
I know, but...
Now, do hurry up. You've over an hour's drive, and you know how your mother panics if anyone's a minute late.
Are you sure you can't come with me?
She's much happier seeing you on your own, and I can get some work done this weekend. Now get a move on.
All right, why don't you go upstairs and get my case for me while I see if you've got everything you need? I'll get it. Go on. Hello? The what agency? Bon appetit? Oh, I see. My husband booked. Did he indeed? She's on her way. way now. Suzette. Fine. I'll let him know. Thank you very much.
Who was that?
The Bon Appetit Catering Agency.
Ah,
Just calling to say that the girl is on her way.
I see.
Her name is Suzette.
Suzette.
And everything has been arranged for this evening.
Perhaps I'd better explain.
Or perhaps you had.
My darling. Well, you see, I'm not entirely going to totally be absolutely on my own after all.
Really?
No.
Well then, who is she?
No. Don't get the wrong idea. Robert rang yesterday.
Robert?
Yes, he's back from Hong Kong. He was at the loose end and wondered what we were doing this weekend. So
Which Robert?
The Robert, my oldest friend Robert, our best man Robert.
Robert is coming here?
Yes, tonight. I didn't mention it because I knew you'd worry about leaving us on our own, so...
Robert is coming here and you didn't tell me.
Well, he only rang yesterday, sweetheart. And I didn't want you to start changing your plans for our sake. We'll be fine. I'm quite looking forward to it, actually.
Well, is he staying the weekend?
Well, yes, tonight and tomorrow. That's why I hired the agency. A bit extravagant, I know. But I wanted to be free over dinner tonight. You know, get a bit pissed, talk over old times.
When is he arriving?
Well, soon. He's coming down from Paris by train.
I see.
So you mustn't change your plans, my darling. You give your mother a nice little weekend. So that while Robert and I have a good old-fashioned bachelor time together. It's all organized.
Well, so it appears.
Now you must get a move on. Your mother will wonder. I'll get the car out for you.
Hello? Robert? Robert, where are you? At the station? Oh, Robert, he's just told me you were coming. I was just about to leave for Mother's. Oh, darling, but I didn't know you were coming. I only just found out. Oh, why didn't you call me, my darling, my angel? Oh, well, there are phones in Hong Kong, aren't there? Oh, you leave that up to me, my darling. I'm going to try and think of something. I'm just so glad I found out you were coming. Bye.
Old-fashioned bachelor time together. It's all organized.
Well, so it appears.
Now you must get a move on. Your mother will wonder. I'll get the car out for you.
Hello? Robert? Robert, where are you? At the station? Oh, Robert, he's just told me you were coming. I was just about to leave for Mother's. Oh, darling, but I didn't know you were coming. I only just found out. Oh, why didn't you call me, my darling, my angel? Oh, well, there are phones in Hong Kong, aren't there? Oh, you leave that up to me, my darling. I'm going to try and think of something. I'm just so glad I found out you were coming. Bye. Mother. Yes, it's me. No, you see, I haven't left yet. I'm not feeling so well. I think it's a touch of the flu. No, I don't think I'll be able to make it this week. Why don't we keep it for next weekend? I'm sure I'll be better by then. Bye, Mother.
The car's outside, darling.
That was Mother on the phone.
Your mother?
Yes, you see, she's got the flu.
What?
You see, she's not feeling so well, so I postponed it for next week.
Next week?
Yes, isn't that nice, darling? So I can see Robert after all. And I won't get in the way of your bachelor party.
But you must go and look after your mother. I mean, an old lady with the flu like that.
Oh, darling, she's got Sophie next door taking care of her. And besides, she's ordered me not to come now.
But my darling...
It's all right. I can take care of you both now. We'll have a wonderful time. I must ring the agency to tell them we'll be one more.
No, don't call them.
Well, they'll want to know we are 3 now.
They know already. I mean, I told them we'd supply the food, so it doesn't really matter how many there are.
You were going to serve Robert frozen lasagna?
No, of course not. I was going to nip into the village and get something special.
It's all right. No problem. We can still do that now.
No, yes.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm delighted. It's just...
Is there something you haven't told me?
No, of course not. I just got to get used to a different plan. That's all.
All right. Why don't you take my case back upstairs while I get things ready in the kitchen for the girl?
Are you sure your mother doesn't need you?
Quite sure.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, good.
By the way, Robert just phoned too to say that he's on his way.
Good. Oh, God.
Darling,
Darling!
thank God you're still here.
Oh, wild horses wouldn't move me.
Where's Bernard?
Upstairs.
Where's your mother?
In bed with you.
Where are you tonight?
In bed with you.
This is crazy, you know.
Oh, well, he invited you, not me.
We have to be so careful.
Oh, you leave that to me. I'm just so glad I found out you were coming.
The only reason I did.
Jackie?
Oh, she's coming.
Hello. You're here.
Just.
Only just. How are you, Bernard?
Terrific. How was Hong Kong?
Terrific. So good to see both of you. Thank you for having me over.
Oh, we see so little of you.
Oh, far too little.
That's nice. Lovely house.
Of course, you haven't seen it yet.
No.
Quite small, but ideal for weekends. Jackie did it all.
So attractive.
She is such an eye.
Beautiful eye.
Have you decided where he's sleeping, darling?
More or less.
You see, Bob, you can either have this, or you can have this.
Well, that one then.
Oh, are you sure? That room?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Right, that's the cow shed.
What?
You see, this was an old farm building once, before we converted it. This is the main barn. We're upstairs in the loft, where the haymaking goes on. The kitchen's the old dairy, with the dining room next door in the hen house. The other spare bedroom is the piggery.
I'm glad I didn't choose that.
Oh, no. This is much nicer. Lovely big bed.
Oh.
Don't lock your door tonight.
What?
We've got to shop for more tonight.
I see.
I'd better make a list. What did you plan for dinner, darling?
I hadn't really thought.
Oh, you hadn't thought. We must plan a nice meal. Is this Suzette girl a good cook?
Michelin star, they said.
Oh, you were going to do yourself proud.
Well, you know how old Robert likes the little extras in life.
Well, then you can come with me.
Me? My
It's getting late, darling. Hurry up.
Oh.
Come along now.
God. Oh, hell.
Very nice for a cow shed, I must say.
Quickly, Robert. We've got to think fast here.
Hey,
I need your help, old chap.
what's wrong?
Have a drink.
Already?
You're going to need it. Usual vodka and tonic.
Yes, thank you. Plenty of tonic, please.
Same old Robert. How long have we known each other, Robert? 15 years?
Must be.
We don't see enough of each other.
No.
But that doesn't stop us from remaining good friends now, does it?
No, indeed.
That's why we know we can rely on each other in a crisis.
Certainly. Crisis? What crisis?
There was something you didn't know about this weekend.
What?
Jackie wasn't supposed to be here.
Oh, I know she was... no, I didn't know that.
She was going to her mother's. Much against her wishes, of course.
Her mother's?
No, Jackie's.
Why?
She doesn't like leaving me on my own.
Ah.
But there was something she didn't know.
What?
I wasn't
You weren't what?
going to be on my own. Know why?
I was coming.
No, not. Well, yes. But that didn't matter, and you'd provide a good alibi anyway.
Alibi?
Yes.
What for?
The reason I wasn't going to be on my own.
You think you could elucidate a little?
You see, Robert, some time ago I met this girl.
Really?
Super. A model. A knockout.
Really?
Don't sound so surprised.
That was just...
Anyway, I fell for her hook, line and sinker.
Really?
And she fell for me.
Really?
Please stop saying really like that.
Sorry.
Anyway, Jackie was supposed to be away for the weekend while Suzanne, that's the girl, was here.
Yeah?
It's her birthday, you see, and it was all organized for a quiet little celebration. And then the old buzzard got the flu.
The girl?
Jackie's mother.
Oh.
That's why Jackie's still here. She couldn't go. And it's landed me right in it.
In what?
Use your brains, Robert.
Right.
She's on her way. She's coming here any second.
I thought she had the flu.
The girl, Robert. The girl.
Oh. Girl.
She's on her way. She was supposed to be on the same train you were on.
I see.
You didn't, did you?
What?
See her.
I don't know her.
Oh. You'd have known her if you'd seen her. A knockout.
You really are right in it, aren't you, old chap?
But that's why I need your help.
My help?
Yes.
How can I help?
I want you to say she's yours.
My what?
Your mistress?
My mistress?
Yes.
No.
Robert.
No. Robert. No.
Why not?
I've already got him.
But it's the only way out.
No, I can't. No, definitely not. It couldn't possibly work.
Why not?
I don't even know her. And I don't want to know her. Even if I knew her, I couldn't just turn up with her. I mean, what would Jacqueline say?
Why should Jackie object?
And Jacqueline is my...
You're a grown man. You've a perfect right to have a girlfriend.
She knows I don't have a girlfriend. I've never even mentioned a girlfriend.
You have a private life, don't you?
That's my affair.
Exactly. And this is your affair. I mean, who's to know?
Who's to know? I'm to know. Jacqueline's to know. Jacqueline's mother's to know. I can't do it. I won't.
Oh, please, my marriage depends on this.
No.
Hello? Suzanne, my darling, my angel, where are you? Still at the station? I'm sorry, I was not there to pick you up. Oh, but something a bit tricky has come up, my angel. Jackie's still here. She had to cancel her trip. No, you don't have to go back. I've worked something out. It's all fixed.
No, it isn't.
You remember my friend Robert I was telling you about?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, the one who's staying here too.
No, he isn't.
Well, he's agreed to pretend that you're his girlfriend.
No, he hasn't.
Get off. So, my angel, just take a taxi and get here as soon as you can. And all you have to do is to pretend you're with Robert, and Jackie won't suspect a thing.
No.
Yes, I love you. What? There. That's
I refuse. I emphatically refuse.
But why? Is it so much to ask my oldest friend to get me out of a jam?
It can't work. Think about it.
Why not?
A whole weekend pretending to be lovers when we never even met? Jacqueline will see through it in a second.
Why should she?
Well, for one thing, why haven't we arrived together?
Well, she missed her train. Walk the next one.
For another, how is it that I'll seem to know nothing about her? Huh?
I'm taking Jackie into the village. Gives you enough time to get to know each other.
Why is it that we don't sleep together?
You do.
What?
You will be sharing the township.
No.
Only temporarily, of course, until I arrive. And then you go into the piggery.
Absolutely impossible.
But it's so simple.
Simple? Simple? It's lunatic! People don't go swanning around the country taking mistresses to friends' houses.
Yes, they do.
But I don't.
What do you do?
Why visit mistresses in their own? I don't have mistresses. I'm not that sort.
Robert, it's the only way out.
No.
And I thought you were a true friend.
I'm going back to Paris.
You can't.
I'm leaving now. Give Jacqueline my apologies. Tell her there's an important business meeting. I just remembered that I had forgotten.
Well, all right. But I'll still have to tell Jackie that Suzanne is your mistress.
What?
What else can I tell her?
Well, you can,
That's my only alibi.
No, it's not. You can.
Suzanne's here any moment now.
Well, she can.
All ready to rush into your...
Woodworm, Jackie. You've got woodworm.
And are you trying to concuss them?
Yes. No. I'm leaving.
What?
I'm sorry. I just remembered an important business meeting. I must go back to Paris at once.
But you can't.
Just what I told him.
Sorry, I must.
That's ridiculous, Robert.
Just what I said.
It was very good to see both of you.
I forbid it.
Just what I did.
Welcome, you.
Tell her the truth, Robert.
Just be careful, or I might.
He's ashamed.
What? What about?
He just won't bring it out into the open.
What? Bring what out?
I told him to be honest about it.
What?
The great affair.
Affair?
Oh, yes. Now, since you're going to be here, we may as well have it out. I've known for some time.
You've known?
He told me all about it.
What?
No, not that.
Well, he's told me, but he's too embarrassed to talk about it in front of you.
What have you told him?
I didn't tell anybody anything.
Why do you deny it? She's your mistress.
What?
You see, he just won't admit it in front of you.
I didn't say that.
He's so silly. I mean, there's nothing wrong these days in admitting such a thing. Is there now?
Well, if he's actually told you.
I didn't.
Yes, he did. And I told him it's perfectly acceptable.
You did?
Yes, I did. So, admit it.
All right. Fine. I admit it.
Admit what?
She means she admits that she find it acceptable. That's acceptable for me to admit it after you found it acceptable that it's admissible to you.
Quite.
Acceptable?
Exactly.
Well, but I must say I am quite astonished.
No, why?
Well, that he should have told you.
No, not that. Why?
Well, about him and...
Susie.
What?
Susie. She's called Susie.
I'm going.
Who's called Susie?
She is. Tell her, Robert.
Gotta get back to Paris. Goodbye.
Who is Susie?
His mistress. Come on, Robert, old man. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, why don't you just tell her? Why would Jackie object?
She's your what?
Her name is Suzanne. Susie for short.
Is this true?
She's a model.
I don't believe it.
Why not?
He has a mistress called Susie. Who
something natural. I mean, you and I spent lots of weekends together in Paris before we were married.
They're getting married?
I didn't say that. They're just very friendly. And I told them that I'd be delighted to have them over for the weekend. But when he found out that you're going to be here, he got all silly about telling me.
Oh, I bet he did.
Why? You understand, don't you?
I'm beginning to.
You don't object, surely.
What could I possibly object to?
You're sounding a bit foolish, darling.
Me? Prudent? No, never. He could bring half the opera here for all I care.
There you are.
So, where is she, this Susie?
Oh, she'll be here soon. She missed the train they were coming on, so she rang to say that she caught the next one.
Oh, so you both had it beautifully organized between the two of you, didn't you?
Had we known that you weren't going to be your buzzer, I mean yours, we'd have consulted you naturally.
Naturally. Terrific.
There, you see, that wasn't so bad after all. All you have to do now is to cancel your stupid appointment in Paris. Just relax here while we go and do the shopping.
Can't I come with you?
No, you have to wait for Susie. She'll be here any moment now.
Of course. He must be here to welcome her. And now that the weekend is going to be a major social event, I've got some things to add to the shopping list, like rat poison and so on.
There you see. No problem.
No problem?
Though I must say, you didn't take it quite as well as I expected. There's quite a moral side to Jackie and me.
I need a drink.
Help yourself. You won't be needing this now. I can rely on you to do your stuff. Aren't I, Robert?
Why not? Poetic justice, I suppose.
What?
Nothing. Make sure you get plenty of this stuff while you're out. I got a feeling it's going to be a long night.
Bravo!
Right, darling. We better hurry. Is lover boy staying or going?
Lover boy is staying. He's going to call and cancel his appointment while we're at the shops. Aren't you, Robert? My darling, we're getting very late. I'll get the car out.
I'll just grab my purse and be there. Bastard! No wonder you didn't want me to know you were coming.
It's not what you think, Jackie. I promise.
Well then, what is it?
I can't explain right now. Just try to remember this. She won't be what she seems.
Ah, so is she a transvestite?
He's, oh God.
Well, he won't help you.
Angel, listen.
Do not angel me. Keep your angels for your Susie Floozy, you bastard!
That's right. All right.
Is this the right house?
It is.
Oh, good. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Susie. You don't look so surprised. Aren't I what you expected?
Not at all.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm not at all surprised. No. You got here so quickly.
Oh, I got a lift.
Oh, I see.
Are you going out?
Pardon?
You're wearing a hat.
No, sorry. How do you do? I'm Robert.
Robert?
Bernard's,
Ah, yes, his friend. You're staying the week.
that's right.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yes.
Well, where are...
They went out to shop for dinner. They left me here to meet you.
Oh, good. Then you better tell me what's what.
What?
Where everything is.
Oh, that can wait. It's more important that we get to know each other first.
Get to know each other?
Yes.
Why?
This is going to be one hell of an evening. We've got to be prepared.
Oh, no problem, love. Leave it all to me. I can handle everything.
You can?
Yes, he told me on the phone what's needed.
Yes, but,
Going to be quite an evening then.
evening isn't the word. Now his wife's going to be here too.
Oh, I see. His wife.
She changed her mind at the last minute, you see. She was supposed to be miles away.
Oh, I see. Well, wives usually turn up one way or another. Though things would be a lot easier for me if they didn't.
Oh, I'm sure.
They do get in the way, rather.
So it would appear.
But don't worry. I can handle wives all right. I usually get on very well with them.
But if you don't mind my saying so, you don't seem very worried by all this.
Why should I be? This sort of affairs are total for me.
You mean it's happened before?
Of course. It happens all the time. I've had far more difficult occasions than this to handle.
Really?
Yep. Family get-togethers, parties, weddings even.
Weddings?
Well, I can't pick and choose to suit myself. I've got to go where the action is.
I suppose so.
I've got to make a living.
Living?
Yep.
Oh, I see. You make a proper business of this?
Certainly I don't do it just for fun.
Oh, Bernard didn't tell me that.
What?
What? He didn't tell me he actually kept you on call, as it were.
Oh, he doesn't. I have lots of clients.
What?
He's a new one.
Good heavens!
There's a lot of people in the society today to cater for, you know, and girls like me are in big demand. That's why I work through an agency.
Agency? He found you through an agency?
Yeah.
Model indeed. Poor old Bernard.
What?
Nothing. Well, I must say you're very mercenary about it.
And naturally I don't do it for love.
Evidently.
Right. Where do we start?
Yeah. Well, I think I should start by telling you a bit about myself.
I beg your pardon?
Who I am and so on.
I know who you are, the friend.
Yes, but you ought to know a bit about me.
Why?
This has to be handled carefully. It's a very delicate situation.
Delicate?
Yes. Now his wife's going to be sitting right here at the same table.
Yep.
And so's Bernard.
So are you.
Of course I am, but don't you see? One false move and the whole balloon could go up.
Oh, I see. She is.
Yes.
And he is.
Yes.
And you are.
Bloody pig in the middle.
It's Liaisons dangerous?
Very dangerous.
Now I understand.
You take your time.
Well, I'm quite used to it, dear. Not to worry. I don't need to know any more than I have to.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You ought to know the bare minimum for appearance's sake. Sit down and listen very carefully.
Right.
My name is Robert Dubida.
Jupiter.
I'm an accountant in Paris.
Paris.
I live alone in Montmartre with 2 cats.
Cats.
I'm divorced once, and I'm 45 years old.
You don't look 45.
Really? How old do I look?
At least 50.
I've just had the flu. I was Bernard's best man.
Best man.
My hobbies are collecting rare stamps and squash.
Wash.
I drive a Citroen. And oh yes, I had my appendix taken out 6 months ago.
Why are you telling me all this?
Or what?
Your appendix and everything?
Well, you should know where my scars are at least.
Scars?
Yes, if we're going to be sleeping together.
You what?
Obviously. I mean, we're going to have to share it.
What room?
The one over there.
We are sharing this room together?
Yes, it's the cow shed.
And that
Only in theory.
bed? Oh, theory.
I'll sleep in the chair and then sneak over to the big room.
The what?
The room over there. There's no need to sound so surprised at all this.
I wasn't planning on staying the night.
Oh, I see. You were planning on going home after dinner.
Well, I usually do, having done the honors.
Well, Doesn't matter when you do the honors, but you must stay.
Why?
Jacqueline's expecting you to stay. If you rush off after dinner, it will raise all sorts of awkward questions.
How do you mean?
Well, you and I have to keep up the pretense for the sake of their marriage.
Oh, I see. The delicate situation.
Yes. Well, I told you all this on the phone.
Yes, but you see, I didn't quite understand what was going on.
You didn't?
I was a bit slow on the uptake.
You certainly were.
So you want me to pretend to be your...
Yes.
And then no one will know anything?
Exactly.
I get it now.
Oh, thank God for that.
But how will I know what to say?
I've said a bit about myself. You can say what I've said to you. Otherwise, don't say anything. If anyone says anything, don't say a thing. Except what I say if they say anything to me.
I think I will just keep quiet.
Oh, are we all agreed then?
As long as it's only pretend.
Of course, I won't try and take advantage of you.
I'll go along with it. But I'm afraid it's an extra.
Extra?
It's not the usual part of my service, pretending to be someone else's lover.
No, but...
200 francs.
200 francs?
It's a fair enough price for what's required.
But surely you want to save the situation as much as I do? You don't want to see their marriage bust up, do you?
Doesn't really concern me, love.
Good God, you stony-hearted.
Yeah, now, steady on. I mean, I've got my reputation to think of.
But that's the point, isn't it?
And a girl has to make her living.
I've heard of exploiting the market, but...
It's not much for going to bed with a strange man in a cow stall.
I don't believe this.
200 francs.
All right, 200 francs.
Up front. All right. Thank you.
Ooh, very upfront.
Now that is settled, where can we get started from? Where can I change into my clothes?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I better start looking the part at a time. Can't do it in this lot.
Well, what were you planning to put on?
Oh, well, I have a little apron thing in there. I will just slip into that.
Apron?
Very dinky. It covers up to here and down to here.
Is that all?
What more do I need?
There's no need to go that far. It's not that sort of a relationship.
It's the rule of the agency, dear. I must press for the job.
Yes, but not now, not now, not now, not now. We were just... She's made it.
I made it.
It looked as though you both were making it. Go on, introduce us.
Well, of course, yes. Jacqueline, this is Susie. Susie, this is Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello. This is Bernard, my husband. Bernard, have you met Susie, Robert's girlfriend?
Who? My girlfriend. No. Who?
Yes, I am his girlfriend.
Oh, no! No. We haven't met now, have we? No. How do you do?
It looks as though you've made yourselves at home.
Oh, yes. Lovely home, too. And lovely room.
Room?
Our room?
Oh, you've shown her the room.
Yes, the room.
Lovely big bed.
And the bed.
Bed, yes, definitely the bed.
Well, good for you.
I love big beds. Especially when I'm with Robert.
Which isn't that often.
And we love each other so much.
Quite a lot.
And we will always, you can count on that, however delicate the situation.
How very touching.
But that's enough.
He's so bashful, he didn't used to be like that. I mean, for a divorced accountant living in Montmartre with his stamp collection and 2 cats, it was pretty bold of him to show me his appendix scar in the back of the syndrome after taking off to us, even though he is only 45 years old. Wasn't it? There.
Well, he's a very fast worker.
Do you have anything else to say?
Why? Did I leave something out?
Right. Now that we've sorted all that out, darling, what about the shopping?
I'll take you to the kitchen.
Oh, let me help.
You've got your hands pretty full already.
Well, let me help.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't need your help.
I must do something.
Oh, why don't you check on his appendix scar?
Right. Who are you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Who? You know who?
I haven't the faintest idea who.
You mean you don't know who?
Why do you think I was going bananas there?
I didn't know what. You mean that isn't her?
Of course it isn't her.
That isn't her. Who is she?
It's what I want to know. Who are you?
I'm his girlfriend.
Is this true?
No.
Yes.
No, I asked her to say that because I thought she was, you know who.
Be quiet.
Oh, how rude.
Now, slowly and simply. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Can I tell him?
Yes, tell us.
For real?
Please.
I am Suzette from the agency.
The agency?
The cook from the agency. You should know. You booked me.
Oh my God!
You cooked the book the cook?
Yes! For dinner tonight.
And that's her?
That's me.
Oh God.
So, has she worn you both out already? By the way, the cook from the agency hasn't.
Oh, well, yes.
Yes, it's very true. She hasn't.
Yes, you see, I
Was wondering where she could have got to. You haven't seen her now, have you?
No, sign no.
Look, will you tell them I...
The longing to help out in the kitchen while we wait. I'm sure Jacqueline will appreciate that.
The point is...
That you're never happier than in the kitchen. I'm sure Jacqueline will love your help. Won't you, Jacqueline?
I'd be overwhelmed.
I've had enough of this.
Prattle about books. I agree. Very boring.
Very cheeky, sir. Topic finished.
Vanished from the conversation. Understand, Suzette?
Oh, if you say so.
Good. Now that's sorted that out.
By the way, Suzette. Yeah. I thought the cook's name was Suzette too. How odd.
Suzanne.
What?
The cook's name is Suzanne.
I'm Suzette.
She's Suzette.
And how do you know the cook's name?
Well,
I took the phone call yesterday. They told me the cook's name, and I told you.
Well, they told me, darling, when I cooked the... I mean, cooked the cook.
It's funny. I thought they said Suzette.
That's right, Suzette.
Her name. They're very similar, and both called Susie for short. You just got them the wrong way round.
Anyway, have you and your friend found where everything else is other than the bed?
Well, I wanted to mention about that.
The bed?
You see, I'm a very restless sleeper.
Oh, you are? You are?
So Susie would quite like to sleep in the other room.
Oh, she would.
Yes, so I'd get some, she'd get some peace.
Okay.
Would that be all right?
Yes, quite all right, but it's the piggery then.
She knows.
Where's her case?
There.
Is that all you have?
Well, I don't need much for my job.
Your job?
Well, I'm a...
Model. She's a model. Isn't she, Robert?
If you say so.
Well, you said so.
Well, a model. You definitely have the style for it.
Well, not only a model, she's an actress too.
Oh, I see. An actress. You seem very suitable for Robert. Come along, I'll show you the piggery.
Right. Just what am I supposed to be doing?
Oh, just play your part, Susie. There's a good girl.
And do I gather there is another cook coming to take my place?
What? So, yeah, but you might say that we're overcooked.
Well, that's an extra then.
What?
Playing actresses.
Extra?
200 francs.
What?
That's right. 200.
Susie!
Well, thank you so much. God, I've had some funny jobs in my time.
Well done, Robert. Brilliant. I mean, Einstein couldn't have devised a better cock-up.
How was I to know? You didn't tell me you had cooked the book the cook. Susie's on her way, you said. Meet her, you said. Find out about her, you said.
Well, you didn't, did you?
Well, I didn't have time. I was too busy talking about me.
So I noticed. right down to your appendix count. A model, I said. A knockout. Did you look at her?
She's not bad.
Not bad.
Good enough for what you need.
Watch it, my friend. Anyway, how did you get her to play along with the scheme?
200 francs.
She's having a good night, isn't she? That's what I gave her.
Well, at your age, you expect to have to pay for it.
Watch it! There it is.
Still no cook.
No.
No,
How do you know?
they said so.
Well, I better start dinner without her.
I'll help.
What a good idea.
What a good idea.
I told you I don't need your help.
But, my darling, she's such a very good cook.
Aha! And how do you know?
Robert said so.
Michelin star.
Really? Well, in that case,
All right. Good. At last I can get back to doing something I understand.
such class. Well done, Robert.
Wonderful. I'm now the cook's lover.
You hooked a cook.
It's not funny, Bernard. This is a disaster.
Well, considering the situation, I think we're doing pretty well. So far.
Good evening. Darling.
No, not now. Jackie's in the kitchen.
Oh, sorry. Good evening.
Robert, meet Suzanne.
How do you do?
Darling.
My angel, happy birthday, angel.
Oh, thank you. Hey, careful with my coat.
Oh, don't worry. I know how much it cost. What took you so long?
Oh, this medieval place. There was only one taxi at the station and some chauvinistic pig barged past me and pitched it.
I'm sorry. That was me. If I had known.
Oh, what a shame. We could have shared.
Ooh, that would have saved a great deal of trouble.
Never mind. My angel, my darling, for reasons I haven't time to explain, we've had to change the plan.
Change the plan?
Yes, he's no longer your lover.
Why not?
He's already got a lover.
Who?
The cook.
The cook?
She's no longer the cook.
What is she?
What you were supposed to be.
So, who am I?
What she was supposed to be.
Who?
The cook.
I am the cook? Oh, thank God you're here at last. Do you know what time it is? We were expecting you nearly an hour ago. Oh, you were? What happened to you? I missed the... Bus. Well, that's no excuse. The agency should have made sure you were here on time. Agency? Bon appetit. Oh, thank you. Oh. The catering agency. Aren't they the ones who sent you here?
Of course it was.
Of course it was. Well, it's not good enough. I've got guests helping out in the kitchen, darling.
Don't get angry, darling.
I'm not angry.
I mean, she's here now, darling. And we are very happy to see her. So, let's get on and enjoy the evening, shall we?
Right, come along, Miss...
Susie.
Susie. What a beautiful coat! Is that yours?
No, it's Susie's. Suzette's. Isn't it?
Yes, yeah, Suzette's.
A Chanel? That must have cost the earth.
20,000 francs.
What?
Robert paid 20,000 francs for this. Wasn't it?
Yes.
was a birthday present for Suzette.
Well, happy birthday, Suzette.
Yes. Happy birthday, Suzette.
Yeah, happy birthday, Suzette.
No, I'm a Virgo. How would you like your artichokes to be done?
You can leave those now. The cook is here.
The cook?
Yes, at long last.
Listen, Susie, just give Susie here your apron so she can take over.
Well, thank you very much. This is going to be a wonderful evening. I beg your pardon. I mean, you can leave it to me, madam, to make it a wonderful evening for you. Good. Carry on then. We'll be having artichokes with sauce velouté, followed by cheese soufflé, and then veal à la crème and raspberry pavlova. Oh, we are? Yes. And I'm cooking this.
Yes.
Well, aren't you a Michelin star chef? No, I'm a vegetarian.
That's just the sort of menu I love.
To eat.
Yes, to eat as well. But what I really prefer...
Look, Susie, why don't you just take your coat and hang it up in your room?
My coat?
Yes, the coat Robert gave you.
Robert?
Yes, yes. Your birthday present? Now, hang it up where it won't get damaged.
Well, thank you so much. I think I might enjoy tonight after all.
I'm glad someone might. Well, she seemed rather bad-tempered.
Not wise to get on the wrong side of the cook, darling.
Why not?
She might poison us.
Oh, nonsense. She also seemed rather glamorous to be a cook.
Not bad looking, eh?
A bit over the top. A touch tarty, perhaps.
Darty?
And I thought she would have found easier ways to earn a living.
Steady on.
The hooker and the cooker.
Is that better than a model with a waddle?
What a mess.
I don't know what you're bothered about. It's my mess.
Well, I'm the one who's in it.
Why?
Why? Well, look at it this way. I've ended up sleeping with the real cook in the piggery instead of sleeping with the false cook in the cowshed. And also, you can leave Jackie in the hayloft while you Roger Suzanne in the cowshed. That's not so much a mess as a great dirty pile of farmyard manure.
Keep your voice down, else nobody will be rogering anybody.
Good, they don't deserve to.
Will somebody tell me what exactly am I supposed to be doing here this evening? Am I the cooker, the hooker, the waitress, the actress, the mistress, the model, or a pigsty attendant?
Listen, Suzette. All we want you to do is to pretend for a few hours that you're Robert's girlfriend. But please remember, you're supposed to be a reasonably sophisticated member of Paris society. Now, is that too difficult?
All right then. Well, it doesn't matter. In fact, I shall be delighted to comply with your eccentric desires for the same little extra consideration.
God, you drive a hard bargain.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Very boring doing this evening, though. Don't you think I can help with the dinner in any way whatsoever?
Right. That she's got dinner started. I need a drink.
What a good idea. Susie.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. I would like a double Cointreau frappe with a teeny slice of lemon.
Cointreau? Before dinner?
Yes, my dear. Don't you know? It's the chic tipple with the Parisian crowd.
I didn't know that.
You haven't lived.
Right. Double Cointreau with lemon. Robert?
Triple vodka, no ice.
Such a macho mind, Robert. Drinks, women, wine. He devours it with such style.
Of course. He's Superman. If it moves, he zap it.
sit that contra and get off to the kitchen, will you?
So suave, my lover. Well, my dear, is there no way that I can assist with your little soiree over here?
That's very kind of you, but I don't...
Perhaps she can help the other Susie, darling. I mean, 2 Michelin stars are better than 1.
Well, if you insist. The other one does seem at a bit of a loss in there.
Well, my pleasure. How about my drink, please? Thank you very much. I will just trip into the kitchen and see if I can lend a hand with the cuisine.
Some actress? What sort of performance is that meant to be?
I told her to be at her best behavior in your house.
Well, if that's her best behavior, I'd hate to see her when she lets her hair down.
Here you are, darling. Robert.
Oh, thank you. I need that.
Well, I seem to be redundant. Suzette has taken all over in there. Oh, I didn't want her to do that.
But that's all right if she wants to be helpful. There'll be plenty for Suzanne to do later. Meanwhile, come and have a drink, Suzanne.
Oh, that's the best suggestion I've heard so far. By all means, give her a double Cointreau frappe with a teeny slice of lemon. What? No, thank you. I'll have the usual. The usual? My usual vodka martini with no ice. Just a dash of vermouth and an olive if you have one. Good Lord! Sorry, did I say something wrong? Oh no, I just don't think that's the chic tipple with the Paris in crowd anymore. But do make yourself at home. I'll go and see how my guest is coping.
Christ! Can't you play your part a bit more convincingly, my angel?
I like that. I come all the way down here to have a nice intimate birthday celebration and find myself playing scary to a full-size dinner party.
My
And
darling.
a lot of people I've never met before.
My angel, my darling. Don't worry. You just have to play your part a little longer and then we'll be together. I promise you.
How?
I'm going to see to it that you have the cowshed all to yourself tonight. We'll get Jackie totted. She sleeps like a log when she's had a few. And then I slip down and see you.
And is Robert going to be in there too?
Certainly not. I'm kicking him into the piggery.
Oh, poor Robert.
Poor? What? He was the cause of all this chaos in the first place.
I damn well wasn't.
You're the one who mistook the cook for my girlfriend.
Well, you are the one who cooked the cook in the first place.
Boys, calm down. It's too late to fight about it now. We'll manage somehow. Just as long as you sort it out by tonight.
Ooh. Leave it to me, my angel. I'll sort it out.
Good.
I'll go and change my shirt. I was going to clean up for dinner anyway.
I'll just get back to the kitchen and get on with my job.
I'll just have another drink.
Another drink? Haven't you had enough, Robert? You're going to be pissed as a newt by the time we get ready to sit down for dinner at this rate.
I need to be.
Huh? I don't know what you're worried about. You should be very happy. Got your harem all around you.
Leave me, Jackie, darling. That's not how it looks.
Oh, well, good. Because it looks pretty sordid to me.
Well, if you must know, it was pretty sordid of us, anyway. Trying to get together under your own roof with Bernard here.
Oh, please. Don't start moralizing to me now. You don't seem to object when we are in Paris.
Please, Jackie, that's different. This is a very delicate situation.
All I can say is that you have the most eccentric taste in women.
I assure you, she is not my woman.
Well then, what is she? Your pet parrot?
Well, she's
Well,
as a matter of fact, she's
what?
my niece.
Your what?
It's true.
What kind of a fool do you take me for, Robert?
It's true. Think about it, my darling. She didn't want to share the room with me, did she?
Oh, well, that's because you're a restless sleeper. Even I know that. It's certainly not because you're part of the family.
In her case, it is. If she had been my mistress, would I have brought her here to meet you?
Well, Bernard told you I was going to my mother's.
But when I called from the station and you said to find a way of staying, I would have put her on the first train back to Paris, wouldn't I?
Well, that's true.
You see?
But then why is she all over you with her macho lover act?
She's an actress. She's playing a part.
Why?
To throw Bernard off the scent. You see, when he invited me for the weekend, he said I could bring a girlfriend if I wanted. And I suddenly thought, what a splendid idea. Because then he would suspect what's going on between you and me.
Oh, I see. So she's really?
Yes.
And she's not really?
No.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't get the chance. Bernard was always around.
Oh, my darling, my angel, what a clever idea. I didn't realize.
Yes, I thought it was quite clever. Clever.
I'm so glad.
Well, it does look like the delicate situation is getting indelicate by the minute.
Oh, don't worry, Susie, darling. I know all about you.
You do?
Yes. Well, he's just told me everything.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
You mean she knows that I'm really
My niece.
your niece?
My niece.
Or the usual?
The usual.
Well, I came in to get a drink for myself and to say, Uncle, dinner would be ready in about 10 minutes. That's subject to any further family revolutions, arguments, or delicate developments.
Wonderful. Oh, darling, I must go upstairs and change for dinner.
Do I need to change?
Oh, no, those clothes look just fine. Besides, you're not going to be wearing them for much longer.
You are playing a dangerous game, Uncle.
You don't have to tell me. Just remember, you're my niece only for her.
Oh, what am I for them?
My mistress.
What am I for you?
The cook.
I should get an Oscar for this.
You've done well enough as it is. And lay off that Kwanzaa, will you? It's too strong to take before dinner.
The stronger they come, the better I like them.
I'm not sure if I'm doing this sauce salute right.
Salute.
Or whatever it's called.
Well, don't look at me, my dear. You are the cook.
The cook?
Then what are you doing here?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Girls, you've got to play your parts a little while longer.
A little while? Oh, it looks like I've got to play all over dinner. And I'm even supposed to wait on you at the table.
Well, that does require a little panache. Don't you think you're up to it, my dear?
I'm up to it, right?
Girls, you can't ruin it now. You've got to keep it up.
Why?
Yes, why?
Because you're getting paid for it. You're getting paid for it. I mean, you've made your bed. You've got to lay on it. I mean, oh God.
Isn't he sweet?
Adorable.
Why couldn't I fall for a man like that?
Keep your hands off. He's mine. Aren't you, lover?
Oh, get off.
Now then, girls, is everything set?
Oh, yes.
Do you all understand your roles?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm not playing mine much longer.
My angel, just a little longer, and then we'll be together, I promise you. Suzette,
Yes.
there's one more thing.
Now, don't tell me I am your long-lost daughter who's actually a prima ballerina in disguise, and that you want me to spend the night in the piggery with 3 of your nephews.
Not quite. I want you to let Robert there share your room over there so that Suzanne here can have that one over there.
Right. Well, that will come very expensive.
200.
400.
300.
200.
400.
Done?
Good God.
Now, Suzette, do you have anything else to wear for dinner?
Why, what's wrong with this?
Well, it's hardly suitable for the chic girlfriend of a sophisticated man like Robert.
Well, I do have my other outfit in there,
Well, just put it on.
but I don't think it's quite the
Oh,
thing.
just put it on. We'll tell you if it's all right.
If you say so.
There you are, my angel. That's sorted out the bedrooms.
Oh, it's not sorting out the bedrooms that actually worries me.
Then what is it?
Sorting out this dinner.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
What in heaven's name is going on in here?
I go and change my shirt.
I better go make some more sauce veloute. Veloute! Oh, bless you. Oh.
You look stunning.
Like it, Angel?
Love it. Oh, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Well, this is the matter. A receipt and a note which I found. One coat, 20,000 francs to the house of Chanel. And this is the note. My angel, thank you for this gorgeous, gorgeous note. You gorgeous, gorgeous man. Love, Susie.
How sweet.
Do you know what these mean?
It means I'm heavily overdrawn with the bank, I imagine.
Wrong. I found these in Bernard's coat pocket while I was hanging it up to dry.
Oh.
Which means you did not buy the coat for your niece, as I had suspected all along. It means that Bernard did. And do you know what that means?
I'm not as heavily overdrawn as I thought.
It means that she is his mistress, which you knew all along. And you've been covering up for that swine all evening.
Now, Jacqueline.
Which means that you both had planned this weekend so that you could be here at the same time as her. Which means that...
That is no worse than you and I.
What?
But it means that, but if it's true, and I'm not accepting for a moment, but you have absolutely no right to be angry with him for behaving the way you and I were planning to behave.
No, we weren't. I was planning to go to my mother's.
Which you cancelled the moment you knew I was coming.
Which you only did because Bernard invited you. I didn't.
We can't blame Bernard for having a lover who was pretending to be my lover so that you would not know she was his lover. But all the time I was your lover pretending to be her lover so that he would know.
No, what?
I've forgotten. I've lost count of how many lovers there are.
Well, I'll tell you this, lover. No lover is going to get the better of this lover in her own house. I'll see to that.
Is the coast clear?
I don't know about the coast, but damn foggy down here.
Go easy on those insects in future, will you? I've completely run out of clothes.
Bernard, I should warn you.
What?
Jacqueline thinks that Suzette...
What about me?
Oh, not bad. That's better.
Oh, that's much better.
Well, thank you very much. I don't think I have place for dinner tonight.
Oh my God. The dinner. I'd better go and see how Suzanne's getting on in there.
Well, I could quite lover.
Uncle,
Be so kind as to pour me another quantum.
you've had enough of that stuff.
Oh, I could drink all my lovers under the table, lover.
Uncle,
Well, if you insist. It's quite a shame, though, You're quite a dishy hunk. Missed.
Well, that's an unusual dress. Is that a Chanel too?
Half a Chanel.
Anyway, is anyone sober enough for dinner?
oh, thank God, yes.
How simply too divine. You can sit beside me, hunk.
Glad to see you're getting on so well together. How? What was that for?
I'm sorry, darling. I saw another woodworm. Dinner is served. Certainly without the cook.
Then what are you doing here?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Girls, you've got to play your parts a little while longer.
A little while? Oh, it looks like I've got to play it all over dinner. And I'm even supposed to wait on you at the table.
Well, that does require a little panache. Don't you think you're up to it, my dear?
I'm up to it, right?
Girls, you can't ruin it now. You've got to keep it up.
Why?
Yes, why?
Because you're getting paid for it. You're getting paid for it. I mean, you've made your bed. You've got to lay on it. I mean, oh God.
Isn't he sweet?
Adorable.
Why couldn't I fall for a man like that?
Keep your hands off. He's mine. Aren't you, lover?
Oh, get off.
Now then, girls, is everything set?
Oh, yes.
Do you all understand your roles?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm not playing mine much longer.
My angel, just a little longer, and then we'll be together, I promise you. Suzette,
Yes.
there's one more thing.
Now, don't tell me I am your long-lost daughter who's actually a prima ballerina in disguise, and that you want me to spend the night in the piggery with 3 of your nephews.
Not quite. I want you to let Robert there share your room over there, so that Suzanne here can have that one over there.
Right. Well, that will come very expensive.
200.
400.
300.
200.
400.
Done?
Good God.
Now, Suzette, do you have anything else to wear for dinner?
Why, what's wrong with this?
Well, it's hardly suitable for the chic girlfriend of a sophisticated man like Robert.
Well, I do have my other outfit in there,
Well, just put it on.
but I don't think it's quite the
Oh,
same.
just put it on. We'll tell you if it's all right.
If you say so.
There you are, my angel. That's sorted out the bedrooms.
Oh, it's not sorting out the bedrooms that actually worries me.
Then what is it?
Sorting out this dinner.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
What in heaven's name is going on in here?
I go and change my shirt.
I better go make some more sauce veloute. Veloute! Oh, bless you. Oh.
You look stunning.
Like it, Angel?
Love it. Oh, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Well, this is the matter. A receipt and a note which I found. One coat, 20,000 francs to the house of Chanel. And this is the note. My angel, thank you for this gorgeous, gorgeous coat. You gorgeous, gorgeous
and heavily overdrawn with the bank, I imagine?
Wrong. I found these in Bernard's coat pocket while I was hanging it up to dry.
Oh.
Which means you did not buy the coat for your niece, as I had suspected all along. It means that Bernard did. And do you know what that means?
I'm not as heavily overdrawn as I thought.
It means that she is his mistress, which you knew all along. And you've been covering up for that swine all evening.
Now, Jacqueline.
Which means that you both had planned this weekend so that you could be here at the same time as her. Which means that...
That is no worse than you and I.
What?
But it means that, but if it's true, and I'm not accepting for a moment, but you have absolutely no right to be angry with him for behaving the way you and I were planning to behave.
No, we weren't. I was planning to go to my mother's.
And which you cancelled the moment you knew I was coming.
Which you only did because Bernard invited you, I didn't.
We can't blame Bernard for having a lover who was pretending to be my lover so that you would not know she was his lover. While all the time I was your lover pretending to be her lover so that he would know.
No, what?
I've forgotten. I've lost count of how many lovers there are.
Well, I'll tell you this, lover. No lover is going to get the better of this lover in her own house. I'll see to that.
Is the coast clear?
I don't know about the coast, but damn foggy down here.
Go easy on those insects in future, will you? I've completely run out of clothes.
Bernard, I should warn you.
What?
Jacqueline thinks that Suzette...
What about me?
Oh, not bad. That's better.
Oh, that's much better.
Well, thank you very much. I don't think I have place for dinner tonight.
Oh my God. The dinner. I'd better go and see how Suzanne's getting on in there.
Well, I could quite take to this life, you know, lover.
Uncle,
Be so kind as to pour me another quantum.
you've had enough of that stuff.
Oh, I could drink all my lovers under the table, lover.
Uncle.
Well, if you insist. It's quite a shame, though, you know. You're quite a dishy hunk. Missed.
Well, that's an unusual dress. Is that a Chanel too?
Half a Chanel.
Anyway, is anyone sober enough for dinner?
Oh, thank God, yes.
How simply too divine. You can sit beside me, hunk.
Glad to see you're getting on so well together. How? What was that for?
I'm sorry, darling. I saw another woodworm. Dinner is served.
After you, niece.
No, Uncle, after you.
They're quite wasteful.
Oh, well, everybody seems to be wasted, don't they?
Yes, indeed. Could I have a brandy and soda, darling?
By all means, sweetheart.
Marvelous dinner.
Yes, despite the odd setbacks of the evening.
Yes. Don't know how the cook managed to get the cheese souffle mixed up with the raspberry pavlova.
Well, her version of a nouvelle cuisine, she said.
Still, it all worked out in the end. Things usually do.
Do they indeed?
It's quite warm after all that booze. Oh,
Well, perhaps the soda will cool you down a bit. Oh dear, miss. Sorry.
I completely run out of clothes. I think I'll put on a wetsuit.
you, Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne, we've had a little accident in here with the soda. Would you mind mopping it up for me, please?
Yes, madam.
Oh! I beg your pardon. I'm going to have some blood before tonight's over.
Wasn't the dinner enough for you, madam?
It was too much. How I got through without exploding, I will never know.
Oh, what's wrong?
What's wrong? I'm an utter fool. That's what's wrong.
Oh, why?
To sit there all evening in the same room as my husband and his mistress, trying to behave as if everything was normal. I must be mad.
His mistress?
That's right.
You mean you knew?
Well, of course I knew. I found proof.
Oh my God.
And yet, I let him sit there, being served by you, laughing and joking and filling his face without a care.
Oh, now don't get too upset about it, please.
Don't get upset. Wouldn't you be upset?
Well, yes.
Would you just ignore it?
No, but
What would you do in my place?
it's a very difficult situation. I suppose I'd...
You'd poison the two of them. That's what you do.
Well, I don't know. Oh my God. You didn't. Did you?
I didn't need to. You made a pretty good job of that.
No, I did my best.
Anyway, the point is, what would you do about Robert's niece?
Well, I'd... Wait. Where does Robert's niece come into this?
Oh, of course, you don't know, do you? She's his niece. He told me before dinner.
The cook? You mean the cookie girlfriend?
He's not his girl. She's not his girlfriend. She's his niece.
Oh my God. What? What is she doing here?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. She's really my husband's mistress.
What?
That's right.
Oh, that's impossible.
I told you I have proof.
That he sleeps with her?
A love note from her to him.
But she's with Robert.
That is just a facade. Robert brought her along only to cover up the fact that she's really sleeping with my husband.
That bastard.
Who? Robert or my husband?
Oh, both of them.
Exactly. Especially your husband. Exactly.
How could he?
That's what I thought.
I'll kill him.
I'll kill him. What do you mean you will kill him?
I mean, I'd kill him if I were you.
Oh, well, I'm going to.
Oh, the rat. The pig. Swine.
Well, don't get carried away. He's my husband.
Yes, but how could he do this to us? I mean to you. Now of the man.
You've obviously been through a situation like this yourself.
Yes, that's right. I have. And that's why I sympathize with you.
Anyway, you were about to tell me, what would you do in this situation?
I'll tell you exactly what
I'm simply exhausted.
Oh, and hot.
Hot!
Oh, boiling.
How would you like a little something to cool you down?
What a great idea. What did we do?
Well, you said you needed cooling down. And you also needed sobering up.
I'll have to change.
And have a cold shower while you're at it.
And as for you, you can go and wash up. I've done enough.
Here, I'm a guest.
Oh, you're a...
Oh, okay, I will go.
I feel so much better for that.
Oh, but I don't.
Why? What happened?
Well, it's not them I'm angry with. It's my husband.
Oh, yes.
The rat.
The swine.
Anyway, you were about to tell me, what would you do in this situation?
So I was. I'd get my own back.
How?
You know, give him a taste of his own medicine. Treat him the way he treats you.
You mean get him a pair of gloves for Christmas?
Oh, A lover? Yes. Ah, exactly. Let him know how it feels like.
Well, between you and me,
Oh, yes.
I already have.
You have.
That's right.
Well done.
I beat him to it actually.
But did he know when he started his affair?
Oh, no he didn't.
Oh, then there's absolutely no excuse for
That's right.
So he deserves all he gets.
Yes, he does.
And it's up to us to see that he gets it.
Yes, it is. For a cook, you seem to be getting very involved in all of this.
We girls must stick together.
That's very kind of you.
Oh, it's all part of the service.
I hope that's the last time I'm getting soaked.
Well, you'd better watch your step then, hadn't you, darling?
Do I get the feeling I've done something wrong?
I don't know. Have you?
I can't think what. I thought I behaved impeccably this evening.
So cool, isn't he?
So blasé.
I beg your pardon.
It's nothing, my darling. It's nothing. You carry on behaving impeccably while you can. And since you're dressed for action, I'll do the same.
Where are you going?
Oh, just to slip into something more comfortable and seductive.
Seductive? Who for?
Well, for whoever may want to seduce me.
She's behaving very strangely.
Why? Because as a woman, she wants to be thought seductive. After all, we all want that, don't we?
You don't have to worry about that, my angel. And I'm sorry about dinner. Did you get something to eat?
No,
But why not?
I thought it might taste as bad as it looked.
Never mind. I'm going to make it all up to you tonight. I fixed it so that I can slip between the bedrooms without anyone knowing.
Yes, you have, haven't you? Flicked between the bedrooms like a little happy butterfly without anyone getting to know what you're up to. Except me and your wife.
My wife?
She knows all about it. Everything.
Everything?
Yes,
How could she possibly know?
she has proof.
What proof?
A love letter?
Oh my God! Did you deny it?
Deny what?
I mean, everything.
Well, I didn't know everything, but I do now, you bastard!
What did I say?
What a nerve! And you really thought you could get away with it?
Are you talking about
Oh, you and Robert's niece, that's what I'm talking about.
Robert's niece?
Are you still going to deny it?
Deny what?
That you are sleeping with her?
See, I didn't even know Robert had a niece.
Oh, you just given her dinner!
Who?
That creature in there!
The cook.
Oh, she's no more a cook than I am!
Why are you hitting me? I don't know what you're blabbering about. How the hell can she be Robert's niece if she's a cook? And how can you know about her when I don't even know that Robert had a niece? And how can I be sleeping with his niece when I'm sleeping with you? And Robert sleeping with the cook who isn't his niece in the first place?
Yes, she's his niece. And yes, you're trying to sleep with her. And yes, you're trying to sleep with me at the same time. And yes, you are a prize ship.
Out!
Your wife has told me everything about it.
This is insane. I'm going out of my... Wait. A love letter. You mentioned a love letter.
Yes.
From you to me?
No, from her to you.
From Jackie to me?
From Robert's niece to you.
That means she doesn't know about you and me.
Robert's niece doesn't know?
Jackie doesn't know.
No, not as far as I know. However, I know about her.
What?
And in the circumstances, I think you should too.
What?
That she has a lover too.
Robert's niece has a lover?
Your wife, you fool!
Jackie?
Yes,
How do you know?
she just told me.
I don't believe it.
Not so funny when you're at the receiving end, is it? When you're at the receiving end, is it?
Jackie has a lover?
Yes.
My little Jacqueline!
Yeah.
Who is it? I kill him.
I don't know.
Tell me who it is. And why are you dressed for bed?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, it seems like a very good idea. I'm exhausted. Mind if I get ready for bed too?
That's the best suggestion I've heard all evening.
Don't read too much into it.
Suzette, will you get in here, please? Where is this old ice coming from? What? Now, what's this about the cook being your niece?
Suzanne is my niece.
Not that cook, this cook.
I thought this cook was meant to be my mistress.
So did I, but Suzanne says she's your niece.
I don't have a niece.
I know.
Wait a minute. How did Suzanne know about Suzette being my niece?
You just said you haven't got a niece.
I haven't, but Jacqueline thinks I do.
Why does Jackie think that?
Well, because
Because I did not want my husband to know that Robert was supposed to be my lover.
that's right. What?
You have a husband?
Oh yes,
But you never mentioned him before.
you never asked me before. And as he would probably kill Robert if he got to know that I was supposed to be his mistress.
Oh my God.
So I thought it was best for everyone who didn't need to think he was my lover, thought he was my uncle instead.
That's quite clever of you, Suzette.
Oh, that's very clever of you, Suzanne.
I said thank you very much. That'll be another 200 francs.
Well, but only if you promise not to let your husband kill me.
Oh, he hasn't killed anybody as yet.
Oh, good.
Just broken a few bones here and there.
Oh my God.
But what I still don't understand is this business about me having an affair with your niece.
I don't have a niece.
Oh, for God's sake, Robert.
Who are you having an affair with?
You.
You are having an affair with me now.
Good God, you don't mess about, do you?
That's what Jackie thinks.
Why?
But that's what I'm trying to find out.
Please be so kind as to let me know when you do, because I would like to know too. And I'm sure my husband would also like to know.
Well, actually, I think I can tell you now.
Can.
You see, Jacqueline thinks you're having an affair with Suzette because she found your note from Suzanne saying, thank you for the coat that you gave Suzanne, but which Jacqueline thinks I gave to Suzanne.
Jackie found the note?
Yes.
I see. No, I don't.
Why not?
How did she know the note was to me?
Because she found it in your jacket pocket?
I see. No, I don't.
Why not?
How did you think the note was written by Suzette?
Because we made out the coat was Suzette's.
I see. No, I don't.
Oh, why not?
What was she doing looking through my jacket pockets in the first place?
Why shouldn't she? I always go through my husband's jacket pockets.
Well, my wife is not like that. She trusts me.
Stupid woman.
Quite. And in any case, she found it when she was hanging your jacket to dry.
Thoughtful woman.
And an angry woman.
Now I'm beginning to understand. That's why she doused me with the soda.
Oh, you too?
What do you mean, me too?
What he means is she did the same to me.
Soda down your front?
Worse, ice.
Why?
Probably for the same reason she thinks you and I are having an affair.
I see.
No wonder she's a cross woman.
Wait a minute. What right does she have to be cross?
What?
She's only got an insignificant note to go on. I am the one who should be cross. In fact, I should be furious. In fact, I am!
Why?
She only has this note to go on. It could mean anything. I have proof.
Of your own affair?
No, you fool! Of her affair!
Her affair?
Yes. I know all about it.
You do?
Going on right under my nose. And it's made me so mad, it's made me hopping mad!
Oh God.
You may as well. Oh God, me, my friend. It's made me so mad that I can do unspeakable things.
Oh Lord.
Can you imagine what it's like? My wife, who I've trusted all these years, my Jackie. I didn't think I was capable of murder, but I am now!
Steady on, brother. There's no need to take it so badly.
Oh, there isn't, is that? Put yourself in my position.
I understand it must be very painful, but please don't get carried away.
Carried away. Carried away. I'm not the one who's going to get carried away.
Control yourself, Bernard.
When I find out who it is. Oh, there isn't, is that? Put yourself in my position.
I understand it must be very painful, but please don't get carried away.
Carried away. Carried away. I'm not the one who's going to get carried away.
Control yourself, Bernard.
When I find out who it is, I'm going to take his private parts and have them pickled and pinned up in a picture frame in the beginning.
That's very nasty. When you find out who it is?
Yes,
You mean you don't know who it is?
of course I don't. Do you think he'd still be alive if I did?
Oh, I see.
What for?
For the fact that you haven't killed anybody as yet.
Well, I am about to. When I find out who it is.
But you still have no idea who it is?
No, not as yet.
Phew!
Is that all you're going to say? Someone sleeping with my wife behind my back, and all you can say is, phew!
The swine!
That's better.
The bastard! He
Exactly!
deserves all he gets!
And he's going to get it. I'm going to take his pride and have them pickled and pinned down.
Thank you. You've told us what to do.
Right. So I've thought all about it. And I've decided to bring everything out into the open.
Most of it is already.
Let's put an end to these subterfuges. I know all about you.
Who?
You and her.
What about me and her?
Everything about you and her. First of all, she's not Robert's mistress. She's his niece.
Here we go.
And she's not having an affair with him. She's having one with you.
That's a record.
Do you deny it?
I don't deny anything. I have never been so many different people, having so many different affairs with so many different men in my entire life. It's quite nice to be popular.
You see?
Jackie, my darling, you've got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
Oh, we all know who's got a hold of which end of whose stick. And since I know the truth about you, it's only fair that you should know the truth about me.
Jacqueline?
What?
Will you leave us, please, Suzette? There are some matters concerning your family which I wish to disclose, and which I think it would be best that you do not know about.
By all means, the more I get to know about the little I knew, the less chance of me understanding what happens in the end.
Really? I'd have credited you with a little more taste.
She's not that bad.
Aha! So you admit it?
No, of course, I don't. I mean, whatever gave you this idea?
I have proof.
What?
Thank you for the gorgeous, gorgeous coat. You gorgeous, gorgeous man. Love, Susie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't? Well, he does. Only he doesn't give gorgeous, gorgeous coats to his mistresses. Do you?
Now, Jacqueline.
He only gives rotten pairs of gloves.
Jolly nice gloves.
What have gloves got to do with it?
Nothing.
And what did you mean just now when you said that I should know the truth about you?
Well, my darling,
Now, Jacqueline.
haven't we always said that marriage is an equal partnership?
Yes, of course it is.
Therefore, if you were to have a mistress, it would only be fair that I should have a lover.
Now, Jacqueline.
Well, if I had a mistress,
Yes,
as a purely hypothetical situation,
of course.
then you could conceivably claim a theoretical right of a purely academic character of having a figurative lover.
Oh, thank you very much. Quiet, you. And since I know about your mythical mistress, it's only fair that you should know about my illusory lover.
Jacqueline.
You mean you have got a lover?
Yes.
Who is it? I'll kill him.
Oh, do you promise?
I'll castrate him.
Go ahead.
Jackie, who is it?
Him.
Him?
That's right.
Robert?
Exactly.
Is this true?
Nonsense. Absolutely not.
Because if
Even if it was, you wouldn't. And even if you did, it wouldn't be fair. You're just as bad as I am. If I was, which I'm not.
and pinned up in a picture frame in the
Robert! Who's that?
How would I know?
Do you know?
No, but I'm very glad to see who it is.
I get it. You stay where you are.
All right.
I've come to take her home.
Who?
The cook. Has she finished?
Cook?
Yes.
Well, I thought she was staying the night.
Why would she do that?
It was getting late, so I thought.
I always fetch her. That way she can't get into any trouble. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, quite.
Well, if you haven't finished yet, I'm pretty happy to wait. You seem to be celebrating.
May we know who you are exactly?
I'm George.
George?
Her husband?
Oh my God.
I work as a chef too, you see.
Oh, how fascinating.
And when I'm finished, I come along to see if Susie's finished. So, has she finished?
I think we're all finished.
What?
Yes, just about finished.
Good. So, are you the mistress?
Oh, well, it depends on what you mean exactly.
Of the house?
Oh, yes. I am the mistress of the house. And also, the mistress of him. And also, the wife of him.
Very cozy.
Yes, isn't it?
I don't know how you put up with that.
What?
Having your wife's lover in the house?
Neither do I.
If I were you, I would have killed him.
I was just about to. Actually.
Well, do you need any help?
Thank you. I'll let you know if I do.
Right. So if she's finished, where is she?
I'm not sure. Where is she, Bharat? Well, Susie, of course.
She's gone.
Gone?
Yes.
Why?
Well, she finished, so she left. Right? Left.
Left. Right. Left.
She wouldn't have left.
Why not?
She knew I was coming.
Maybe That's why she left.
I beg your pardon?
No, I mean left to meet you on the way.
Well, she never leaves when I'm coming. She must be here.
Perhaps she's upstairs.
Upstairs?
Susie!
What would she be doing upstairs?
Can't imagine.
Haven't the foggiest.
Oh, well, there she is. Why did you say she'd left?
Left to go upstairs
And she's changed.
in order to change.
Well, there was no need.
Oh, there wasn't?
Look who's here. Who? It's George. He's come to take you home.
Take me home?
Yes?
What for?
Well,
Who's that?
who does it look like?
Don't ask me.
It's your wife.
That's certainly not my wife.
It's your wife, the cook.
She's certainly not my wife. And she doesn't look much like a cook either.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't let my wife do the cooking dressed like that.
Oh, are you objecting?
Oh, not at all. Very nice.
Thank you.
If you like your beef rare. But are you the cook?
On and off.
Well, then where's Susie?
Well, this is Susie.
Not my Susie.
Really?
But perhaps you've come to the wrong house.
I came to the right house to drop her off. Are you telling me I can't tell one house from another now that it's time to pick her up?
No, not at all.
Then where is she?
She's not here.
Definitely not here.
Well, it's true. There is another Susie here. But that can't be your Susie.
Why not?
Well, first of all, she's an actress, not a cook.
Right.
Secondly, she's this gentleman's niece.
That's right.
And thirdly, she's my husband. It's true, there is another Susie here. But that can't be your Susie.
Why not?
Well, first of all, she's an actress, not a cook.
Right.
Secondly, she's this gentleman's niece.
That's right.
And thirdly, she's my husband's mistress.
That's ridiculous. God.
Very cozy. Quite a menage you have here.
Yes, isn't it?
Well, that certainly can't be my Susie.
Why not?
Because first of all, my Susie is a cook and not an actress. And I know all her uncles. And if she was anybody's mistress, I would have killed both of them long ago. Funny though,
What?
that you should have two Susies here.
Yes, explain that
Well, it's a very common name, Susie.
Is it?
Oh, we know hundreds of Susies.
Do you?
Especially around here.
Around here.
Oh, they breed Susies like flies around here.
Well, my Susie's about this high, about this wide, and she wears a long dress with a high blouse.
Our Susie is much taller.
And considerably slimmer.
And wears a but shorter skirt.
Oh, and a very low blouse.
But that can't be my Susie. Because if she dressed like that, I'd kill her.
Definitely not your Susie.
Perhaps you should try the other house.
Oh, there are dozens here like this.
Dinner parties going on all over the place.
People gorging themselves in all directions.
Right.
And
Well, let's finish that lot. Anything else?
Susie! Susie!
Georgie!
I knew you were here.
Of course I'm here.
I knew you wouldn't have gone.
Gone where, flower?
Well, these people seem to think they told me. Hold on a minute.
There we go.
First of all, they told me you'd left.
No, I'm still here.
Then they told me you were upstairs.
No, I was in there.
Then they told me you're doing another dinner in another house.
No, this house.
Then what is all this nonsense made of?
What?
Well, she told me you're an actress.
Of course not. I'm a cook.
She told me you're this man's niece.
Don't be silly, flower.
Then she told me you are this man's mistress.
How ridiculous.
Is it?
Of course.
Then what are you dressed like that for?
Well, that's a long story.
And what are they dressed like that for?
well, you see, chap.
Don't you all chat me. I knew there was something wrong about you lot. Upstairs, downstairs, mistresses and lovers all over the blooming place. There's a ruddy orgy going on in here.
No.
With my Susie in the middle of it. I very well understand. All right, I give in.
You behave yourself, flower.
Yes.
Promise, Flower.
I promise.
Okay.
What happened? Where am I?
I have told you so many times, Flower, you mustn't get angry like this.
I'm sorry, Petal.
And you must check on your facts before you come to any conclusions.
Right. But what are the facts? He's really not your lover.
How can he be? I just met him.
And he's really not your uncle.
No.
No? Oh, well, I thought he was your uncle. That's why you brought her here in the first place?
Well,
Well, if you aren't her uncle, then what are you?
Of course he's my uncle.
He is?
He's sort of once removed.
He is?
Oh, Flower, you are not wearing your glasses today. You can't see. It's my favorite uncle, Uncle Robert.
Uncle Robert?
You know that uncle who goes to, for whom I go and cook and gives me those big tips, big presents.
Oh, the generous uncle.
the very generous uncle.
Well, I recognize you up close. Haven't seen you for years. How are you?
What's with my...
Well, that's good. Well, silly of me. Well, my little Susie.
My big dope.
Silly of me. So, if you're done with our services, are we-
Yes, I think we are quite done with our services.
Then I'd like to take Susie home.
Right. By the way, do you need me for anything else tonight?
That's all, Susie. You've been a great help, hasn't she, Robert?
Oh, nice.
Right. We're good to go, Flower. I will just go and bring my things.
Well, you all look as if you're ready for bed anyway.
Oh, yes, we are. We just haven't decided who's going to bed with who.
Good.
Thank you for a lovely evening and my lovely coat.
Don't mention it.
Right, let's go, Flower. By the way, do remember to send my charges to the agency. Services included. Bye.
Well, that's wonderful. Thanks a lot. What?
She means she's very thankful that they've come.
And thanks a lot to them both. Oh?
Now, where were we? Oh, yes. You and my wife. Now,
Oh, darling. You didn't think that I was serious?
what?
You didn't believe she was serious, did you?
You weren't serious?
Of course I wasn't.
Of course she wasn't.
You were joking.
Of course I was joking.
Of course she was joking.
Ha! Ha! I knew it. Old Robert would never do a thing like that.
Of course I wouldn't.
Of course he wouldn't. I was just trying to get my own back.
I see. What for?
Well, for you and Robert's niece.
Ah, yes. What was that about her being your niece?
What?
You see,
So you mean she wasn't really your niece?
no,
And nor was she your mistress?
no.
So she was just the cook?
Yes, just the cook.
Well then, who is this?
His mistress.
His mistress?
Yes,
Yes? So you have got a mistress?
sort of.
Sort of.
Well, I've only just got her on trial.
And why have you brought your mistress here?
Well, why not? Why shouldn't he bring his mistress here?
Well,
Why shouldn't old Robert bring his mistress here?
I suppose there's no reason for him not to.
Well, that's all right.
But what I still don't understand is
What?
that if she's his mistress,
Yes?
then why all the pretense about the cook being his mistress?
The cook?
And for that matter, his niece.
Robert?
Well, it's like this, you see. I didn't know you had a cook coming. So when Suzette came, I assumed, wrongly of course, that she was Bernard's mistress who had showed up because you were supposed to be staying at your mother's. But since I knew you weren't at your mother's, I suggested to Suzette that she should pose as my mistress instead, so that you wouldn't suspect she was Bernard's mistress. But Suzette jumped to the conclusion, wrongly again, of course, that you were my mistress. And that, Well, it's like this, you see. I didn't know you had a cook coming. So when Suzette came, I assumed, wrongly of course, that she was Bernard's mistress who had showed up because you were supposed to be staying at your mother's. But since I knew you weren't at your mother's, I suggested to Suzette that she should pose as my mistress instead, so that you wouldn't suspect she was Bernard's mistress. But Suzette jumped to the conclusion, wrongly again, of course, that you were my mistress. And that, I was asking her to pose as my mistress so that you would suspect her. But then Suzanne showed up, was my mistress, and so I had to say that Suzette was really Bernard's mistress so that Suzanne wouldn't suspect her. But since Suzette was posing as my mistress so that you would suspect her, she would have to pose as the cook so that you still wouldn't suspect her. But then subsequently Suzette revealed that she had this outsized husband who also mustn't suspect. And so I considered it singularly unwise that Suzette should be my mistress no matter how many people suspected. And so for a small consideration she consented to be my niece so that nobody would suspect.
You see? Quite clear.
Yes, I think I understood.
You do?
I think yes, I guess.
I'm so glad.
So everybody's happy now?
I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
Are you happy, my darling?
Yes, I think I'm fine, happy.
Good.
It makes sense, I guess.
Oh, good. Everything's settled then? Anything else?
That's it.
Yes, I think it is.
It's time we all went to bed. I'm bruised and battered.
Oh yes, me too.
I'm shattered. Well, thank you for a lovely evening. I'm so glad I came.
Are you?
Yes, and it's so good that we were able to keep up our friendships through all this excitement. It's very important, don't you think, that we should keep up our friendships?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Well, good night then. Good night.
Good
Night.
night.
Isn't Suzanne going with you?
No, she prefers to sleep separately.
I do. Oh, I do. Good night.
Good night, my darling. You know, I got a funny feeling this evening that you quite fancied him.
Oh, Robert! Oh no, darling. He's not my type. Well, I got the suspicion that you quite fancied her.
Suzanne? Not my type at all.
You know what, darling? I don't think it was a good idea for us to invite them over for the weekend.
You don't?
These single people, they lead such unsettled lives. Quite disturbing for us happily married ones.
Yes, I suppose it is.
We should just let them do their cavorting elsewhere.
Quite true. We have each other, and that's all we need.
And we don't want to spoil this.
So shall we go to bed?
Oh, yes, please.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight. It's now or never, my love.
Thank you so much for being a lovely audience tonight. It was an absolute pleasure performing for all of you. Now please put your hands together and welcome back on stage the wonderful cast and crew of Cambridge Liaisons.
In a piggery, Bernard, played by Mr. Chandrajit Singh.
My darling wife Jacqueline, played by Minocha. No lover is going to get the better of this lover in her own house.
Vohra.
Michelin star chef and my mischievous niece, Suzette, played by Krishna.
Suzanne, played by Major Anamika Pundir.
Jadhav. And Mrs. Puja Bhandari. Stage manager, Mr. Ajit Butail.
A lovely hostess for the evening, Darshna Jadhav.
Our very talented assistant director of the play, Mrs. Neha Desai. And now, please put your hands together for the man who put all of this together, the director of our play, Mr. Anil Walia. I request our chief guest, Mrs. Anamika, to please join us on stage and felicitate the cast and crew. I request everybody to please remain seated.
Yes, of course.
Mrs. Puja, she was one of
Nice to meet you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Manpreet.
Good evening, ma'am.
Major Anamika from the Indian Army.
Very well done. And you are just so talented, all of you.
Mrs.
You
Krishna.
do this for fun. I mean, I can't believe it. You really do deserve an
First
Oscar.
time on the stage, yes.
Wonderful.
Mrs. Minocha.
Hi, Manpreet. So pleased to meet you.
Neha, she's our assistant director for the play.
You really did an excellent job.
Darshna, our host creative.
Thank you, Darshna, for the
And
lovely-
your very own Chandrajit Singh,
Hi, Yogi.
our lead.
Yes, certainly I didn't know what to expect. I should look at you with fresh eyes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So wonderful.
That's Ambassador
So
Manpreet.
well.
Thank
Pleased
you.
to meet you.
Likewise.
And I'm so pleased to know that you keep yourself. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is a long process. How many months do you plan?
About 1.5, yeah, 1.5, 2 months. When we start auditions, it's about 2 months.
So nice.
That's Sanjeev Sood.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Such a great time.
This is Shivanjali,
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Ajit.
Wonderful. Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Can we request you for a picture, ma'am?
Yes.
It is.
With the cast and the crew that I am. It's my first time at the Gaiety Theatre. I congratulate you all on keeping this wonderful tradition alive. Like many of you, I'm sure, I have also, as a very young person, donned costume and makeup and had a fantastic time. But yes, to see it, see this play staged so professionally and with, I have laughed till my guts have eaten. I'm sure all of you have too. Thank you again. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I now request Mr. Anil, Chairperson Dramatics Club, to please propose a vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, can we have a loud applause? Thank you so much for being a great audience. I think as much as you enjoyed watching it, we all enjoyed performing this. I must introduce this cast to you like I do every year, and I must tell you that most of the people on this stage are amateurs and not professionals. They are here for the first time on stage. They came auditioned 2 months back. We chose a cast, we worked, and here we are. All of them. All these ladies and gentlemen that you see here are from different walks of life. Amongst us, we have people from the Indian Army, Navy, the IRS. We have an ambassador with us. We have advocates. We have a general's wife with us. We have hospitality entrepreneurs. We have so many from the Air Force, of course, manners. So, you know, all of us take out some time after our careers, some time after our routine, every evening, 2 hours, put this play together so that the tradition of the Amateur Dramatic Club carries on, which has been there for now nearly 200 years. I think that deserves a clap. I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Amrapali Das, Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Northern Region, and all our guests and our boys from Bishop Cotton School and the Chapsley who came here and witnessed this culmination of 1.5 months of hard work for all of us. Thank you very much for being here. Thank our Army Commander, Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, General Shah, General Kushwaha, and all the other people in the Amateur Dramatic Club who helped us with their unstinted support for not only putting up this show, but even before this, 2 shows in Dehradun. We have just come back after performing at the Indian Military Academy and the Doon School. After a few days, we will perform one more show. So thank you everyone who helped us put this together. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the management of the Gaiety Theatre, the manager Mr. Sudarshan Sharma, Ashokji for sound and light, and everybody else, our manager Prem for helping us do so much. Thank you very much.